All right. What's your name?
Brandon Millinger.
And where are you from?
I'm from Pascagoula.
And do you take martial arts?
Yes, sir.
How long you been with us?
A good year now.
Okay. Oh, and did you get your 30 days free?
Yep.
And wasn't any trick or anything like that, was it?
No tricks, nothing.
No hassle, no anything, no nothing. You got 30 days free, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And on top of that, what I wanted to ask you was, you've been training with us for a while now and doing a lot of Brazilian Jiu-jitsu. And a blue belt, as I remember, came from another school to our school to train with us. Said he wanted to get real serious about martial arts, and where he was at, what he told me is they were doing too much playing around and he wasn't learning enough. So tell us about that. What happened?
Yeah, he came from another school. I'm not gonna say where, but he.
Yes, don't say where.
A couple of practices went by. He wanted to grapple. I told him no the first time. We ended up grappling, and he couldn't remember any of his moves.
Yeah, and what's one of the reasons why we try to not grapple with people when they first come to us?
The number one reason is we don't want to get anybody injured.
Right. But a blue belt, he's been around a while.
So.
And one of the reasons we don't want to grapple with him is because we train a lot differently. Yeah. You've seen that versus this blue belt did. So what happened with the blue belt?
He'd get stuck in like a shrimp position and wouldn't be able to do a sweep to the right side of his body, or he would get passed every time he'd try to do something and forget about it.
And unfortunately, we didn't try to run him off, but this is one of the reasons why I don't like people to grapple with people, even though I know you wanted to, and he's been around a while, so we thought we could grapple with this guy because a blue belt's been doing this 4 or 5 years. And we didn't think that would affect his ego, but apparently it did, because what happened?
He said it was too intense for him.
And he never came back? And so it was really wild because he only grappled with you once and never grappled with me or anybody else. But we've learned we got to be very careful with people's egos because sometimes it gets bruised because of the way we train. We're training with, we're doing Olympic style and world class level training here, and it's much, much different than what they're doing at other schools. Speaking of which, we're not doing a bunch of cardio blast at the start of class, is it?
No.
Much, much different. We weren't going to say what we're doing, but it's definitely different than where you're training. Am I right? You've been around. You've seen.
Yeah.
Yes, much different. Well, in any event, thank you. Well, let me ask you this. You recommended people to come to our school?
Oh, yeah.
And they have come to our school.
Yep.
And how do you like it here?
I love it.
Well, great. Thank you for your time.